What a sound. What a car. Is it just me or these lights in Vegas just take forever? This is a local community too. I think it takes forever. I don't remember this taking so long, especially when I was in California. Do I sound like I'm from California because I'm being impatient? I'm actually pretty calm on the road right now. Well, happy Friday, all. I'm glad to be here, and I was finally able to adjust my suction cup holder for the phone a lot more centered, so you're probably seeing a different view. The allergies are so bad. So the weather right now is in the low 70s, so once again it's cooled off a little bit, but this is a perfect temperature, so no complaints at all. In fact, it's really windy, so I'm not sure if walking right now and recording the usual stuff that I do is ideal because of all the feedback. So I decided to take you all and whoever's in for the ride, no pun intended, the journey, is I'm gonna head to the local grocery store here and pick up some protein snacks / protein meals. But I wanted to do a quick drive and get adjusted to talking and driving, and also, well, speaking of comfortable in driving, I also have to be careful on how these drivers, Vegas drivers are absolutely crazy, and I'm telling you, I'm not one of them, even though I have this car, which is an AMG C63s. I am not crazy by any means. I'm actually very well mannered, but I can put it down on this car when I need to. The local roads are not meant for it. Okay. I didn't sleep too well last night, so if you're seeing some bags under my eyes and little puffiness, it's because of that. The sound of this car. The only thing distracting in a joyful, pleasurable way to my ears and soul is the engine of this car. So, like I said, I have a special channel that I have just launched. There's not a whole lot in there. In fact, this video should be on that channel, but nevertheless, I have to work with what's in front of me and right now, right here, right now, right? So that's what I'm doing. So because I didn't sleep well last night, the sound. I stopped eating at around 7:30 last night. So it's about 10:30 right now. So that's about 15 hours. So I'm going to probably hit that right 16-hour mark. But today, I'm actually struggling a little bit because I'm a little bit hungrier than I normally am. And I did drink about 3 cups of water. Then when you don't sleep well, your hunger pangs or your cravings are a little bit, on the uptick. And this is kind of the make or break moment for me, is that, I doubt I will eat anything that's, detrimental to my body. But as I'm building this internal dialogue with myself and walking myself and driving myself and guiding my soul, my spirit, into what I should be doing versus listening to those, temptations. And I feel like eating something very sugary. Just human. But I'm probably not going to do that. For that very reason, I'm making a run to the store, is because I've run out of one of my Quest bars, and it has a special, there's a couple of go-tos I have: the chocolate cookie dough, and then also the chocolate chip, just a straight chocolate chip, and then there's the chocolate chip cookie dough. and those are very low on sugar and also carbs. But if I was to put a finger on it and say, hey, what are my cheat go-to items? Those are my protein snacks, essentially. I'm about 70-80% carnivore. I'm not fully meat, but I am, I mix in a few veggies and avocados and good fats of that nature, nuts, in portions, proportional sizes. Thing about mixed nuts is that you can go overboard because the portion size is like, a quarter cup serving, and you can literally blow 500 calories in a handful. So before you know it, you're actually eating more junk, and those mixed nuts are no longer healthy. 2.5 years living in Vegas, and I love these roads. I'm gonna make a U-turn. Well, never mind. These roads are beautiful to drive. Of course, I'd love to step on it here and just go with this car, but there's a lot of cops that patrol these areas, and I kind of took a little bit more of a scenic route on this hillside, which is not too far from where I live. I wanted to capture the footage of me driving in these valleys and these hills with this amazing car. And then there's also I love driving as much as I love walking. I love driving. It's just a peaceful feeling, a serenity, especially with a cool car like this. I worked really hard to get this car twice in my life. So going back to the sugar cravings, right? So what I wanted to do is take you all into a quick journey to the grocery store and show you exactly kind of what I pick up. And those simple choices lead you to a better body, essentially, because what's going to dictate how you break your fast is what you eat and what you put in your system, right? Here we go. There's a big ass truck that's been following me the whole time. I'm trying to figure out why they're following me. Hold on a second here. Okay. I was gonna say I made a U-turn. That truck made a U-turn, and I was gonna pull to the side and let him pass because I don't trust a lot of people making maneuvers around me, behind me like this. So, anyway, back to my non-FBI mode. Should have been an FBI. I have a very analytical mind. Everyone is a suspect until proven guilty. But man, there's hillsides. Let's step on the hill here. Oh yes. Woo! It's Friday, man. It's Friday, baby. I'm having some fun with the car. I really need to find like a mountain range where I can push this car. Love it, man. It just feels so powerful. I digress. I'm talking about protein, or should I talk about the car? I'm confused. Keep this car away from me. I think most guys, if you love your cars, especially German, European cars, this is almost like having a black suit in your. Every guy must have a nice pressed black suit, right? Supposedly, that's like the golden rule. Every guy would love to have this car, and I'm one of them. I have this car, and I still want this car. Does that make sense? Like, you can never have enough. Let me do a downshift here, okay? Yep. Woo! I don't know if I can talk about protein right now. I'm so confused. What should I talk about? This is kind of one of those videos. It's just that you kind of get to know me, my personality. I'm not so, I actually have jokes and sarcasm. I love it. As I'm driving opposite, right down further here, I can see the strip. And once you get a taste of this living here, you do not want to move back to California. At least that's me. I do not miss the beaches. I do not miss the congestion, the traffic, the LA style traffic. I've got so many things that are running through my mind as I look at my channel. It's like, what content should I be posting? What's next? I got so many ideas on my notes that I wrote down. Let's turn this mic. There you go. Maybe it's a little bit better. I'm not walking right now, so it doesn't matter. As long as the sound is getting captured through the mic, I'm good. And of course, there's someone that's literally driving 25 miles per hour on a 45 mile per hour zone. So that person needs to step it up a little bit. This is just my nice way of saying drive faster. Please. As you get older, when you reach the age that I'm at 49, I clearly realize the importance of a high protein meal almost always, because that nutrient or that aspect of your body will continue to decline. You have to supplement your training with high protein meals at the older you get, especially. And so I, for that very reason, switched to the carnivore diet. For the most part, it's carnivore. And like I said, I mix in my protein snacks, such as the protein bars. I do have a very sweet tooth, even though I do not eat processed foods, processed sugar. The only thing, like I said, that comes close to this is the Quest bars. So walking, lifting, fasting, right? You're also drinking a lot of water. This all adds up to a lifestyle. And it may seem like you're doing a lot of things, but it's really a lifestyle where you don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about it because this is so dialed in. It's so second nature. The one thing I do need to really improve is on my sleep, like trying to go to bed early. I notice that if I don't go to bed by 9, 10 latest, and I start turning off the TV late or watching the TV a little bit later in the night, I tend to not go to bed until midnight. And that's hitting the bed. Falling off to sleep is another story. So I got to work on my sleep hygiene. I mean, I'm still getting 7-8 hours of sleep right now, being self-employed, but it's not good. I like to wake up personally early in the morning, earlier. The other day I woke up at 6-7 o'clock because I had to take my dog to the hospital, vet checkup and follow-up appointment for a hiatal hernia that she has. And I'll do a video updating kind of where she stands on that. But as I woke up in the morning, I'm actually in the parking lot of the plaza, the grocery store. As I go ahead. Yeah, that morning was so beautiful. I think most mornings are, because you get to see how quiet things are. And you can actually get a lot of work done. And I was inspired to go for like a 4-5 mile walk, which I can easily do. And just in my mind, I was thinking about how much batch recording I could get done if I took this walk right now, but I had to go. And then I had a job interview after that. Job interview, corporate culture. Fun. I'm actually in the parking lot, folks, and I didn't bring my gimbal today, so we'll run and gun this. Damn, it's so windy outside. Whew. But the sun is out, which is still nice. So it's not going to be a cold day after all. Yeah.
They're usually like right here.
All right, I got my protein snacks. I got my fix. There's also something psychological. Let me get this shit out. There's also something psychological, you know, when you pick up your protein snacks and your meals that hits home. And there's also something psychological, you know, when you pick up your protein meals, your snacks, because for me to make this grocery run, and I do a few of these just randomly through the day. One, I like visiting the grocery stores, especially spending time in the produce aisle and the meat section. And there's this fulfillment, you know, as much as we focus on gym memberships and putting in work, hard work, and the walks and all of that, none of that matters. You know, the sprinting, all the exercise you can think of, none of that matters if you don't have your nutrition dialed in. And this is why I get really happy when I make these runs to the store, because I easily could be looking at a bunch of sugary cereals, donuts. It's a Friday. I could have 3-4 of those, and I am done. Yeah, I am done. See, the thing about eating junk food like that is once it hits your system, you've already set yourself a little back, in my opinion. Once in a while, if you were to have that once a week, okay, that's cool. In a social setting, I would have some. You know, I do break my fast. I do break and have my cheat meals per se, but it's nothing ever overboard. Does that make sense? So this for me is a win, and this is what I'm trying to show you on this channel, is that you have to be able to celebrate the small wins and try to see that as a compounding effect into your bigger wins, because you do the small things, it adds up over time. Okay, so I am going to head on home and end this video and focus on the car and the driving. And until the next video, Mama out.